Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. And thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. You see, that time a black person starts saying, if it's going to take us back to slavery, I do not mind. And also, if black people went through 300 or 400 years of slavery, it was a choice. I mean, some people really want to, sell it all out and sell it all out. And I am saying kudos to them. I cannot advise you because from what you are already saying, you are already trying to tell black people that they've already been bamboozled. So how do you expect to hear what I have to say? But then I am going to say this. I hope some of the choices some of us are making or a lot of people are making, that they will also be proud of it in the end, right? And I am hoping that, things get well for black people. That has always been my priority. That is also what I have been working towards, right? But I am going to say this. I hope you all understand that sometimes household enemy is really very dangerous. I actually prefer to have enemies outside that do not know anything about me. Probably we just quarreled, had an argument and dispersed and all that. But you see, household enemy, that is always one of the worst, telling black people that, if it takes slavery to go back there, let them get, absolutely, they will still take you back to when America was great. And I hope people like you, I hope, they take you back to that period that was great. So you experience what people experienced. Let's get into this video.
The spell them demonic democrats got y'all under should be studied. Like, them Twitches with a W and them Torlocks with a W is working overtime, because what is going on? You know somebody is a terrible leader by how many excuses the people following them got to make for them. You know somebody is a terrible leader by how much the leader don't even take accountability for any of the part that they play in the mess that they made in situations. You know somebody's a terrible leader by how much the leader got to play the blame game and the people following them have to play the blame game in order for anything to make sense. Like, somebody pinch me, I think I'm dreaming. And I'm trying to make it make sense, but 1 + 1 is equal in 17. It's not making sense. I don't know if it's not making sense because Joe and Kamala is the worst administration, I think, ever. Like, I truly believe that they're the worst administration ever, and I voted for them. Sadly, I played a part in this foolishness, but my mistake. Kamala has been around for the last 3.5 years. Everybody forgot everybody existed, literally. She forgot we existed. I forgot she existed. Y'all forgot she existed. The media does this thing, which they are really good at. I'm going to give them credit because they do this thing where they rebrand her, revamp her, and now it's like, oh my God, we love you. Even though she's been around for the last 3.5 years and nobody loved each other. Nobody even paid anybody any attention. It's the weirdest thing ever to me. And then y'all do this weird thing where she was sworn in as the first Indian Asian vice president, but now she's black, and it's just like, what? And then the cats and dogs got y'all in an uproar, but then an Indian woman telling you that she washes her greens in the tub with feet fungus and booty juice, that made you feel warm and cuddly inside, and that made you want to ask for the recipe. I've been to many church events, pastor anniversaries, family reunions, birthday parties, all the things with hundreds of black people, and ain't nobody ever had to wash greens in a tub. That's disgusting. But that made y'all feel good. Weird. One of the craziest excuses that y'all came up with was that a vice president has no power, and I'm guessing Joe caught wind of that, and he got tired of y'all saying that, because then he did an interview on The View saying that this lady has just as much power as him. There's nothing that he could do that she can't do, and he was delegating all type of tasks to her, which I'm like, that's the first time I actually agree with Joe, because I'm like, duh. I mean, who didn't think the vice president had any power? But obviously y'all did. And then they have y'all doing, this is where I think the spell comes in at. When they be having y'all at them rallies chanting, Stop chanting. That is the problem. When they have y'all saying, we're not going back. What are you talking? They have y'all actually thinking that you're escaping someone other than them. We're turning the page. Close the book. We don't want another chapter of this. This is actually insane. But they have y'all chanting this weirdness, and y'all actually be chanting it. Weird. They have literally beat Project 2025 and y'all so bad that y'all have literally became petrified of Project 2025 just for the people that wrote Project 2025 to come out and endorse Kamala. And now let me guess, because the spell is crazy. Now Project 2025 is not all of a sudden so bad when everybody told y'all that it was fake. But y'all allowed them people to fearmonger you so much that you actually thought it was real. You actually was losing sleep thinking that Project 2025 is a thing, and then they came out and endorsed Kamala. Weird. Then you have the abortion buses on wheels, but then there's no abortion buses at the border. Weird. And then you have a campaign ran on offing babies when really we could just practice safe sex, not have sex, or get on some type of birth control so that way babies don't have to keep getting murked, and your taxpayer dollars don't have to keep getting funded to murk babies, children, women, and other innocent people. Then you have Kamala and them, the Democrats, like last week wanting to pass a bill to allow, and this is why I told y'all I will never be a girl's girl, because y'all can never make this make sense to me, but this is what girls do. Honestly, if anybody ever called me a girl's girl, I would literally feel like I'm failing that life, because this is prime example of girls just emotional and they don't think. But let's give let's break down the whole girl situation, right? Tell me if this makes sense. So you have Kamala and the Democrats trying to pass a bill last week so that illegal immigrants, if they were to sexually abuse somebody, sexually assault somebody, they're not sent back to their country, because Kamala don't want to demonize them. They're not demons. And she also mentioned multiple times that they're not criminals, even though 13,000 of the like millions of illegal immigrants that they let in the country are known, and then thousands more are actual known sexual assaulters. But who cares? Because we're giving you the convenience to off your baby. If we place any of these people we don't even know, we can't even identify, into your neighborhoods, we're not keeping you safe, but we're going to give you the convenience to off your baby if something do happen. What? Make it make sense. It don't. But then also you have this hurricane that literally have taken people's lives, homes, livelihoods, cars. Literally their entire life is changed. People were sitting and stuck on their roof, no power, no electricity. And Joe Biden just allocated billions of more dollars to Ukraine. At least if their ports was closing and they were hit by a hurricane, we know Ukraine gonna be straight on our taxpayer dollars. But then Joe Biden came out and say he don't have nothing else for the people that was affected by the hurricane. FEMA don't have money. So these people are just out of luck. And then it's like 4 more hurricanes brewing right now. Weird. And on to the ports closing. Tomorrow they are set to go on strike. Thousands and thousands and thousands of employees want what they are rightfully owed. They want more compensation for the part that they play into bringing our goods into this country. So our food, medicine, all the things that we need, car parts, housing parts, all of those things that come into the country, they're going on strike. So for every day that they're on strike, it's like setting the United States back 7 days. But Joe Biden said he's not getting involved. Of course you aren't, Joe. We expected nothing less of you. Like, it's so weird. It's honestly strange. But hey, anything is better than Trump, right? Anything is better than them. And when I truly say anything, I truly mean anything. Anything is better than them. The fact that y'all actually want 4 more years of this is insane, because you got off your baby. And the NFL just signed a deal with FEMA to make the stadiums a place, like in case of a disaster or an emergency. Y'all take y'all behinds in them people's stadium if you want to, especially if you black. That is insane. I don't care if you have to go live in the woods. Make that the last of the last of the last option. But then they just did that because they signed over America's sovereignty to the WHO, which means in a state of an emergency or whatever they deem an emergency, they're able to make rules and put things into place to dictate what goes on in the case of an emergency. What? People were stuck on their roofs from this hurricane. Literally stuck on their roofs, probably still stuck on their roofs. And Kamala and Joe is missing in action. They have not said nothing. They have not done anything. And have not even tried to go get these people off the roofs. However, they're actively flying illegal immigrants into the country, literally on an airplane. And I wish that was a lie. I wish that, because that sounds insane to me, but it's happening. Like, you can say, they're the prime example of, you can say whatever you want to say. You can say Americans first, Americans first, and Americans first. But their actions prove Americans last. Literally, I mean, everything that they do. And then a lot of y'all are on this weird egotistical pride trip to where y'all will go with anything simply because you cannot be wrong or whatever. It's strange. Y'all let that Indian woman playing black bamboozle y'all if y'all want to. I'm telling you, I might tell you a joke, but I will never tell you a lie. Y'all let that Indian woman playing black bamboozle y'all if y'all want to. Baby, I was already not voting for Kamala. When I tell you I will vote for the lizard outside my house before I vote for that lady, I am not an idiot. I don't care nothing about her coming around black people talking black. Talk to me how you talk to your Indian mama and daddy. Don't come talking to me saying faux if you do not talk like that around your Indian mama and daddy. I don't care nothing about that. But let me show y'all what I just heard, baby. The dictatorship y'all think y'all running from, baby, y'all are running straight into. They've already been dictating over your life. That's the crazy part. For the last 4 years, they've been dictating over your life. Y'all just too silly to see.
Among everybody in the community, and just because you legally possess a gun in the sanctity of your locked home doesn't mean that we're not going to walk into that home and check to see if you're being responsible and safe in the way you conduct your affairs.
Come again, say who? Come again, say what? This lady said they don't care nothing about you owning your firearm legally in your locked home. That will not stop them from coming into your home to make sure you're handling your firearm how they want you to. Y'all let this Indian woman playing black bamboozle y'all if y'all want to. Y'all are going to learn about trying to make history over and over again and it never benefiting you. Y'all gonna learn about giving your power away to folks that will literally never give any of their power to you. You know it's bad when black people have to be so delusional to think that the vice president, the second most powerful person in the United States, is powerless. What are you talking about? And then the first most important person in the United States is dang near incompetent, and he's always on vacation. So her job as the VP for somebody that is incompetent and always on vacation is to run the country, which is what she been doing. She is playing y'all like a fiddle, and you let this Indian woman that is pretending to be black been Indian all her life, and y'all want me to play delusional to the fact that she was sworn in as the first Indian president. Y'all want me to pin a race on her that she ain't never claimed to be until now because she needs your black power. Baby, y'all will be, I promise you, y'all want to learn. Y'all ain't learn after that black man who was barely black played in y'all face and did for his people, which is the LGBTQ, and now she's playing in your face doing for her people, which is illegal immigrants. When it came to black people, she said, that's when the sass come out. The sass come out when she talking to black people. I ain't gonna just do anything for black people. She told y'all that. But go watch how Kamala feel about immigrants. You know who's running this country. Go watch her. She has like 1 million interviews with how she feels about immigrants. That's when the empathy and the sympathy, and she can form a sentence, and she has a heart. That is where it comes out. So the fact that everybody is around her surprised that the illegal immigrants is living better than Americans, I'm not, because I pay attention to how people are. She comes in black people's face and plays in black people's face and get y'all twerk contests and makes it convenient for you to off your baby, but she ain't doing that for the illegal immigrants, baby. She want them to come over here and multiply. It's seriously, if anybody is in a position to have babies, it's immigrants. They have housing, they have food, they have cash, they're giving businesses. They're in the best position to come over here and supply and multiply. Wasn't no abortion buses at the border. I'm telling y'all let this lady play in y'all face if you want to. That's on you. That's on you. Y'all gonna learn y'all lesson about pinning racists on people that they don't want to be, don't ever claim to be, will never be until it comes time to take your power. to get them to the top. They got to come take your power to get them to the top. And then when they get to the top, middle finger to you. And now you're being delusional and y'all making up all type of excuses for these people that never cared about you. Will never care about you. For the last 60 years, we've been voting for them and got nothing to show for it but pennies and pebbles. What exactly do y'all want me to say to this comment? Like, what exactly y'all keep saying slavery, 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 slavery? I don't know if my brain doesn't grasp that concept because one, the orange man already been president before and I have not become a slave, or two, because I'm not allowing anybody, orange, pink, blue, purple, white, black, I don't care what you are, I'm not allowing anybody to put me back into slavery. When Kanye West said 400 years of slavery sounds like a choice to me, every black person around the world was pissed. But the fact that y'all are even making this slavery thing an option lets me know that it clearly was a choice. I don't walk through the world thinking anybody is more superior than me or anybody can have things and I can't have them. I don't walk through the world thinking that a white person is my ruler. I don't know. I have one ruler, and that is the Most High God, the Heavenly Father. That's my only ruler. Nobody else. So you will allow that man to take you back 300 years into slavery. You will, not me. I will politely hand the washcloth back to the slave owner and say, you do it. And I will sit my behind down and watch them do it. That is what I'm doing. So I don't entertain the whole slavery talk because that ain't happening for me. Y'all allow them folks to put y'all back into slavery if you want to. That is your business. And with a mindset like that, the orange man ain't got to do it. You are literally allowing yourself to do it. What do y'all be talking about? And honestly, if I do entertain the slave talk, like let me just entertain it for you because it's easier to fool y'all than to convince you that you have been fooled, bamboozled, hoodwinked. It's easier to fool you. But if I was to entertain the slavery talk, black people don't even realize or understand that this is all about you. All this stuff that's going on in the world comes down to black people. But we're not ready for that conversation yet, so I'm not going to have it. However, let's say I was to entertain the slave talk and who's going to take you back to slavery. So the government now, these folks that done bamboozled and hoodwinked black people for decades and decades and is leading us straight to our own demise, they are replacing you with illegal immigrants. These illegal immigrants are not being dropped off in the $200,000, $300,000 neighborhoods, the $1 million neighborhoods. They're being dropped off into your neighborhoods, the black neighborhoods. They are taking over. When Trump said black jobs and everybody was so outraged about it, get out of your feelings and actually listen to what's being said. Because unfortunately for us in our race, doctors, lawyers, engineers, corporate high-paying jobs, Although there are black people that have those jobs, and big up to y'all, love that for you, keep doing what you're doing. Sadly for our race, the statistics for black people holding those jobs is super low. So they are taking black jobs, and not only are they taking black jobs, they're taking over your black neighborhoods. So you're literally being replaced. And not only that, if we want to go back into history, but this is what y'all don't want to do. If you actually, I implore you, I implore you to see who ended slavery and who wanted slavery to keep going. It's them demonic Democrats. I implore you to look up LBJ. If you really want to see racism, Trump saying black be having y'all in a frenzy. But if you want to see true racism, it's coming from them demonic Democrats. I implore you to go look it up. Give yourself something to do. So just because they use people that can somewhat pass for you, but that they're not you, will never be you, will never want to be you until it comes to time to take your power, as I will keep saying, because the only people that feel like they have no power and will actually walk back into slavery and will literally let a white man come rule back over them is black people. That junk is crazy to me. The only people that don't realize black people's power is black people. So if you want, or if you want to see another racist person that you already voted for, go look up Joe. Go look up what Joe has to say and how he feel like, in words with the hard ER, because he said it out of his own mouth, how they should be punished. So if anybody's going to lead you back to slavery, it's going to be the people that have continued to fool you over and over and over and over again. That is who's going to lead you back into slavery physically. They still got y'all enslaved mentally and emotionally because they put so much fear into you that you think you could go back there.
This is all I got from this video, and woo, it's a whole lot to unpack here, but yeah, it is what it is. Election is almost around the corner, and before we know what's going on, it's November, and I hope you all are ready to get that, like, get it right, And sometimes I see in the comment section people saying that they are not voting this year, but locally or president, that they are not doing anything. I want you to know that when you say that you are not voting, I hope you know that you are being a bad citizen. Yeah, because I mean, voting, it's your legal right. I mean, it's it's your right to do that. Choose who you want to be, whoever you want to be your leader. And I really do hope that whatever we are doing, that we are being sincere with ourselves, and that we are not doing things that will hurt us in the end. Probably because just probably because of one thing or the other. Probably because you feel like maybe Kamala Harris is not black enough and the other person is good enough. I mean, it's not just about this person is good enough, this person is not good enough. Who will take you people to who do you want him or her to take you to a better place? I mean, somewhere better than you used to be. Because if there is anything that I've been agitating for, it's nothing much more than taking black people to a better place where, they will enjoy being black, right? And that whatever choice you all make or made, it's also fine because, yeah, it's all your decisions that will matter. And does it really matter if Kamala Harris is not black? Yeah, I don't know if it matters. I asked. Feel free to let me also know in the comment section. And I hope some people, while talking, I hope they understand that our project 2025 is absolutely it's real, because to some people it is not real. It's just something that we made up and all that. And in the end, it's always a black person coming to tell black people that they are being bamboozled, or that they have been that being slave was a choice, and all that for how many years. And if we want to go back to it, so be it. And I am going to ask this. At least you all have experienced some certain things with the other person. Like, you all are always asking, what have they done for us and all that? What did the other person do for you? And sometimes it feels like some people are so much interested in stomach infrastructure. Just when it benefits only them, they are going to speak up as much as they can. But I hope this energy that they are keeping, they will continue to keep that energy till whenever. But yeah, it is what it is. And I hope that Project 2025 doesn't happen to a lot of us. And people like this are the people that you will never, ever. I went through her posts. I am not sure I saw Marcella Williams' videos. I did not see some certain things that happened to black people, especially the ones that were laying and all that. And I don't, people like this, you don't get to see the videos, because of course it's against their morals or against their discipline, because they also do not believe that there is also something like sundown towns. They do not also believe that they might give the cops immunity and the rest of it. But then life happens. That is what it is. Well, yeah, I really don't know what to say, but I am hoping that in the end, see you all in my next video. Bye for now.